phone works. Well, at least I think it works. Hang on. Hello? Hello? Who the hell is that? Hey! Hey, who the hell is in this picture here? Hello? Hello? Who is this?
This is the operator.
Okay, what you want?
You called me, sir.
No, I did not. Wait. Yeah, I did. But that was a long time ago. I gave up on you.
Well, we get a little busy.
Well, yep. Well, here you are. How are you?
Great.
Great. How nice. Listen, this is Norman Thayer Jr., Professor Emeritus, University of Pennsylvania, Department of English. I'm staying up here on Golden Pond.
Where are you?
Golden Pond.
And where is that?
It's in New England, dear. It's in the state of Maine.
Where exactly?
Oh, where are you from?
I'm in Waterville.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought so. You have that Waterville accent, you know.
Doesn't sound like it to me, sir.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter, dear. Golden Pond is very near wherever you are.
Okie dokie.
Hey, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Ring me up. Could you do that?
Is there some reason I'm doing this?
Yes, I want to test my telephone's ringer. It hasn't rang all winter, and I thought maybe it's lost its Watsy.
Well, we'll give it a test then.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you need my number?
We would need that.
Well, sure you probably would need that.
You could just read it to me, sir. It's written on your phone.
No, it isn't. Wait a minute. Yeah, I see what you mean, but I can't read that. You really should write these numbers a lot bigger.
What's
I
the
guess you just have to look it up.
Well, what's the exchange?
I don't know. I know it has a 9 in it.
There's lots of numbers with 9s in them, sir.
Well, I suppose there are lots of numbers with 9s in them. I guess you just have to look it up in the telephone book. You do have a telephone book there, don't you? The name is Norman Thayer Jr. in the state of Maine.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
Thank you very much. And who the hell is this? Hey, Ethel, there's somebody at the door.
Oh, it's me. You poop. Open up.
Come. Come, get you a key. Well, look at you.
Oh, yes. Quite a sight, aren't I?
Oh, where have you been?
In the woods.
In the woods.
Mm-hmm.
How nice.
Oh, it is just beautiful. Everything is just starting to wake up. Little tiny birds, little tiny leaves. Well, I saw 3 chippies and a whole patch of little tiny flowers out by the old cellar hole.
Huh.
Oh, just beautiful.
And
Oh, and oodles of those little tiny black flies. Oh, they were in my eyes and in my hair. Just terrible.
oh, and tell me, what were you doing in the woods?
I was getting kindling.
Oh, well, how nice.
Oh, just look at this place.
It's a mess, isn't it?
Oh, not
Seems to
really.
be coming
Well,
through
just
pretty
take a
well.
minute and we'll have it shipshape in no time. Norman, what happened to the door?
Oh, it fell over.
Well, what do you mean?
I pushed it, and then it fell over.
Well, that's not supposed to happen when you push it.
You know, I didn't think so. I'll fix it later.
Well, you might have closed the big door.
Well, I didn't want to touch that. I was afraid what would happen.
Well, now we'll have every black fly in here. We'll be swatting at them for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I don't see any in the room.
well, of course you can't see them. They're too tiny. You can't see them anyway until it's too late.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're never quite as bad on the lakeside outside, especially when that wind blows. White cats today.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, I met a very nice couple
What? Where?
in the woods.
In the woods. You met a nice couple in the woods.
Mhm.
Was this a couple of people?
No, Norman, it was a couple of antelope.
Oh.
Of course it was a couple of people. Well, you needn't be too careful with that. I'm going to hang them on the line anyway.
Oh, okay. So, what were these people doing in the woods?
Oh, they were walking. Their name was Melchiori or something like that.
Melchiori. Well, what kind of name is that?
Well, I don't know. Italian, probably. They're up from Boston.
Oh, okay. Speak English?
Norman, of course they speak English. How do you think I was talking to them? Here, help me with this one. Well, they are a very nice middle-aged couple, just like us.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Well, if they're just like us, they're not middle-aged.
Oh, of course they are.
No, middle age means the middle of life. People don't live to be 150 years old.
Well, we're just at the far edge of middle, that's all.
We're not, we're not middle aged. You are old. I am ancient.
Oh, pooh. Well, you're in your 70s and I'm in my 60s.
Yeah, we're just barely on both ends.
Are we going to quibble about this all afternoon?
Yeah, we can if you want to.
Well, the Melchioris, whatever their age group, are a very nice couple, that's all. They're staying up at Putnam's while the Putnams are in Europe.
Oh, really? Do the Putnams know about this?
Oh, of course they do. They're best of friends. Well, at least that's what Mrs. Melchiori said.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Lord. Well, they've invited us for dinner if we like.
Oh, well, I don't know if my stomach can stand any rigatoni or that sort of thing.
Oh, Norman, we didn't discuss the menu. Come on, help me with the rug.
Okay.
Well, guess who else I ran into?
What, you ran into somebody else in the woods?
It was,
Good God, the woods is full of people.
oh, it was only Charlie.
Charlie, okay. Who's Charlie?
Charlie, the mailman.
Charlie, the mailman.
Uh-huh.
What was Charlie the mailman doing in the woods?
Oh, well, he was on the road.
On the road? You didn't tell me you were on the road. You just said you were in the woods.
The woods. The road goes through the woods.
Oh, yeah, well, of course it does.
Well, Charlie wants to put in our dock.
Why?
To park the boat beside.
I'll put in the dock.
Oh, no, you won't.
Well, why not?
Well, you're just too old. Don't trip on the rug, dear.
I am not too old. I am middle-aged.
Oh, well, yes, you are. Well, old Pearson's been putting in that dock for God knows how long.
Uh-huh.
But Charlie said he died this past winter.
Oh.
So, Charlie has offered to do it now that old Pearson has met his just reward.
Well, how'd this come about?
Well, I don't know. I suppose he got ill.
No, I mean, how did the subject of our dock come about?
Oh, well, Charlie and I were talking about it because he said it would be a couple weeks before he starts delivering the mail by boat.
Uh-huh.
And he said that he would, he wanted to see how we were doing. But he must be the busiest man in the whole state of Maine.
Oh, yeah, he must be. He certainly is the dimmest witted.
Oh, Norman.
I remember when he was just a young guy.
Oh, I know.
Little blonde-headed kid used to laugh at everything.
So cute.
I thought back then he was a bit deficient.
Oh, Norman.
What is he? What is he, 30 years old by now?
30?
Yeah.
Charlie is 44. He's 2 years older than our Chelsea.
Wait, Chelsea is 42? Our Chelsea is 42?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, good God. Hey, how you like this hat?
Oh, quite a sight.
Hey, how's that table for you? A bit heavy?
Yes. Did you know my father built this table?
Really?
Why, it's practically as old as this house.
Your father built that table?
Yes, me up this summer.
Who's Miss Appley?
Oh, Norman, Miss Appley who lives with Miss Tate.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how about this one? What do you think?
Oh, I just can't believe you keep asking me about those hats. Well, Miss Appley is just too frail. You know, I can remember they were up here when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. Oh, I can still picture them in the gazebo, wearing their neckties and holding hands and singing. What a marvelous love affair.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine being together for so long?
Oh, good God, no.
Oh, thanks a lot. Well, Charlie says Miss Appley is just too frail, and Miss Tate won't come without her. He said something about a nephew of one of theirs will probably get the place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Elmer!
What?
Oh, Elmer has had a terrible fall.
Who's poor Elmer?
My doll? Oh, he fell in the fireplace. Did you know he turned 65 this past spring?
No, Ethel, I got to say that I'm completely unaware of that.
Oh. I got him on my 4th birthday. Oh, I remember it clearly. I wanted a red scooter, but my father said red scooters were excessive and contrary to the ways of the Lord. He said I'd understand when I was older. Oh, I'm a lot older now, and I'm afraid I still don't understand. Oh, but he gave me Elmer, and oh, we became the best of friends. Did you know he was my first true love?
There is no real need for you to go over the vagaries of your life, Ethel. I realized a long time ago that I was not the first in line.
No, you were a rather cheap substitute for my darling Elmer. Oh, Elmer. You know, it's hard to imagine a doll as being old, isn't it? Well, he doesn't look much different. Oh, a bit faded perhaps, but oh, he'd still be a delight to any small child. Chelsea used to love him so, and oh, now he's had a fall. Poor dear.
Maybe he was trying to kill himself. Maybe he wanted to be cremated. He probably got termites or cancer or something like that.
Would you shut up? You get more morbid with each passing year.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad way to go, huh? I mean, a quick kick off the mantelpiece, a little bit of kick at the end, and you land right there in the fireplace. Nothing to it.
Oh, Norman. You get more exasperating each year. Are you hungry? Would you like some dinner?
No. But hey, when my number's up, would you do that for me, please? Just prop me up on the mantelpiece and point which way is down. I might even go for a full gainer and a half twist on the way down.
Oh, Norman.
Yeah, it's that little bit of a kick at the end that I might have a little bit of trouble with. I'll tell you what, you can get Charlie to hoist me back up if I make a mess of it, all right?
Norman.
Just give me 3 tries, Ethel, and we'll go with the highest score, okay? I'll probably be pretty well dead by the 3rd full gainer and half twist. And if I haven't made it to the fireplace by then, you and Charlie just give me a bit of a nudge, okay?
You really are becoming a nitwit, aren't you?
Hey, I think I had that written in my last will and testament. Yeah, my last instructions. Hey, let's call it that Jewish guy we know in Wilmington, see how much he charged me for a rewrite. Ethel, it'll be great. You won't even need an urn. You just shovel me out with the rest of the fireplace ashes. You're scared to be around your flowers out there.
Your fascination with dying is really beginning to frazzle my good humor.
Yeah.
Don't you have anything else to talk about?
Nothing quite as interesting. Oh, there goes Mr. Shylock now. Probably won't know if any of us is pooped out here. And I have nothing quite as interesting as death to talk about.
Well, what is stopping you. Why don't you just take your dive and see what it's like? Get it over with and just see what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And leave you here all alone with poor Elmer? Not on your life, lady. You must be mad.
Oh,
I've read all those poor widow stories. And do you think that possibly you can answer this telephone?
yes. Oh. Hello. Hello.
Probably hung up.
Oh, there's no one there.
Ha, see?
Hello.
I'm here, I really am.
Oh, hello.
Is this the Norman Thayer Jr. residence?
Yes.
Is Norman Thayer Jr. there?
Yes, he is. It's for you.
Well, who is it?
I don't know.
You don't know. It's not St. Peter, is it? What? God. One of these days, one. Hello, who's this?
It's your operator.
Oh, hello, operator. What do you want?
You asked me to call.
No, I did not. Oh, yeah, the test ringy thingy. Yeah, well, does it work?
You tell me, sir.
Well, yeah, I guess it does. Matter of fact, I think that's why we picked up on the phone in the first place. So everything's hunky-dory then, huh?
As far as I'm concerned,
Oh, well, thank you very much.
well, you have a nice day.
What?
I said, have a nice day.
Oh, okay. What a, she just told me to have a nice day. What a strange thing to say to somebody. What did she think I was planning on doing?
Hey, have you been through these fishing poles yet this summer?
No, I don't think I'll be doing much fishing this year, Ethel.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, seems a shame to spend all that money on a fishing license.
All right.
You know, you think they'd give me a license free since I'm such an old case. It's not like I'm gonna go out there to deplete the entire trout population or anything.
Oh, Norman, you always catch your fair share. You always have.
Yeah, well, Ethel, that's all behind me now.
Oh, all right. Oh.
Hey, Ethel, tell me something. Who the hell is in this picture?
Well, which picture?
Come here. This one. This one of this fat woman and this little fat kid.
Well, that's Millie's daughter, Jane, and her grandson. I can't remember his name.
Oh, okay. So, oh yeah. And who's Millie?
Millie, Norman. She's our neighbor in Wilmington.
Oh yeah, so that's what her name is. You certainly can see a family resemblance through the generations, can't you? Good God, everybody in that family was fat. Oh yeah, look here. Now here's a picture of Chelsea when she was on the swim team. Yeah, she wasn't exactly thin back then, was she?
Oh, well, she had a few fat years.
Yeah, well, it's easy to see why she couldn't do a fat flip. There is no center of gravity there.
Oh, Norman, she tried. She only wanted to please you.
Yes, I know.
Hey, wouldn't it be nice if we could talk her into coming for a few days this summer?
Yeah. Hey, how about a quick game of Yahtzee?
Oh, not right now.
Well, I guess I couldn't interest you in a game of Monopoly then, huh?
No, well, you must. It's going to take you all summer to win back the fortunes you lost to me.
Yeah.
So last year, but no more. We have all summer to play those games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good to be home, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, and we've got the whole summer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh my. Norman.
What?
Oh, I've spotted the loons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, quick, get the glasses. Oh, Norman, they are right out in front.
Yeah.
They are just
I'm coming.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, quick, you don't want to miss them.
No,
Oh, so sleek and
Oh,
lovely.
yeah.
Oh,
They are beautiful.
aren't they?
Yes.
Oh.
And they're huge. Good God, I have never seen birds so big in my life.
No. Not over there, you old poop. Those are boats.
What?
Come in here, closer by the boat.
Oh.
Oh, look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cattle swimming up out like that.
Oh, they are lovely. And look,
yeah.
it's a couple, and I think they're looking right at us.
Yeah, well, yeah, they are.
Oh, Norman, they are nudging each other. I think they're talking.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are talking, but
Uh-huh.
I can't make out what they're saying. Do you read beaks?
Oh, they are kissing is what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, well, how wonderful.
Oh, Norman, can you imagine? This is our 48th summer together. Our 48th summer on Golden Pond.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Probably our last.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, here's one. Listen to this. Driver wanted for occasional chauffeuring and errands, 5 days a week, pay negotiable. Sound about right? Experience required. Well, I guess I've had enough experience. I want enough cars. Hey, how many cars do you think I've owned? 20 probably. If you don't count that Nash. There's 20 cars and one Nash. It sounds like experience to me. I think I'll give these people a call, huh? Huh? Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. There's no number here. Good God, how do you like that? For God's sake, that is so typical. They want a man for a job, yet they don't list a number. Well, I hope those errands won't too crucial. Good God. Hey, Ethel, someone at the door.
It's me, you poop. Open up.
God, I've got to give that woman a key. I've got a job as doorman to doorman. I don't know. Come on. Come on.
Oh, thank you, Norman.
What have you been doing?
I was picking berries. Oh, there are oodles and oodles of them down by the old town road. Just look.
Oh, yeah, nice, nice.
Mm. Unfortunately, there are oodles and oodles of mosquitoes. They are worse this year than ever.
Oh, really? Well, I haven't noticed any.
Well, of course you wouldn't notice them. You've hardly gone outside. Whatever on earth you're doing in here on a day like today is just beyond me.
Oh, I have been very busy, thank you, ma'am. I've been going through yesterday's newspaper looking for career opportunities.
Oh, no. Here we go again.
Oh, yeah. Very good prospects, I think. I got one for her here for chauffeurs, yard work. The Dairy Divine wants an ice cream dipper. Huh. I think I could do something like that, don't you? Don't you? Oh, well, there you are. Hey, what do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I think this business of you looking in the paper for jobs is just about the silliest nonsense I've ever heard. What are you going to do when you call someone up and they say, hey, come on over and start tomorrow?
I'll come on over and I'll start tomorrow.
Oh, Norman, what is the matter with you? Hey, I'll tell you what. You take a bucket and pick another bucket of strawberries, and I'll make a scrumptious shortcake for lunch.
Do you want me to pick strawberries?
Do I have to put an ad in the paper?
I'm not sure I know how to pick strawberries.
Oh, Norman, it's very simple. You bend over and you pick them.
I bend over. Whatever for? Where are they at?
Oh, they're on the ground where they belong.
Well, you've already filled those buckets, so that's...
Don't move.
Hey, I hear what's his name coming. You know he'll be bringing the mail and the newspapers. I sure would hate to miss out on any career opportunities just because I was out picking strawberries.
Well, I'll tell you what, Norman, I'll pay you. Just think, this could be the beginning of something big. Why, you may become a major strawberry picker.
Not if I'm going to be bending over to pick them all the time. I think you're trying to kill me, woman.
I actually have thought about that.
Well, you needn't bother. I'm on borrowed time as it is.
Tell you what, you just take your cheery personality and get on out of here. Come on.
Maybe I could lie down and pick these strawberries.
Get out there. Come on, pull off the bucket. It shouldn't take too long.
Where did you say these strawberries were? I mean, other than on the ground?
Down by the old town road, just past the meadow.
This.
Off the back door. Come on, fill it up, bring it back full. Strawberry shortcake.
You're killing me.
Norman. Oh. Well, I think I heard Charlie. Oh, yoo-hoo, Charlie. Oh, good morning. Hey, I've got some coffee on if you'd like. Come on up, you can take 5 minutes off. Hey, I'll write a note to the Postmaster General. Come on in, Charlie.
Good morning, Ethel.
Oh, come on in. Would you like a biscuit?
Sure.
Good. Oh, fine. Oh.
I think I broke your door.
Oh, no, it's been like that for over a month. I should have warned you. Norman is supposed to fix it, but it is not very high on his list of priorities.
Well, I can give it a try. It's just missing a little thingamabob, that's all.
Oh, no, we better let Norman get to it. Listen, let's close that big door before every mosquito in the county finds its way in here.
They're pretty bad this year, hey?
Oh, they are worse this year than ever. Here, come on over and sit down, Charlie.
Sure.
Hey, how is your brother? We haven't seen him at all this summer.
You mean Tom?
Well, that's the only brother you have, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But he's fine.
I'm gonna go get the coffee.
He just came back up from Portland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Got stopped twice for speeding.
No kidding.
Yeah, once down, once up. By the same policeman. You should have seen the look on his face.
Sure. I just love your laugh.
Oh, thank you. You know, Tom wasn't too happy to hear it
Oh,
yesterday,
yes.
but it just struck me as awfully funny that he could be stupid enough to get stopped for speeding by the same policeman. Oh, when he told me I couldn't stop laughing. Tom's not speaking to me anymore now.
Oh.
Where's Norman?
Oh, well, he's outside. He went out to pick some berries. I threw him out. Oh, no, Charlie, don't laugh. He's very restless this summer. I just don't know what's gotten into him. Hey, how's your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Oh, she's holding her own.
Oh, good.
Oh, she fell down, you know, a couple of months ago.
Really?
Yeah, she fell down a couple of months ago, right on her rump.
Oh.
She was out to the town commons, helping the ladies' auxiliary clean up this stuff. And she was out there having a tug of war with a dead juniper bush. And, well, she won, or lost, depending on how you look at it. She hasn't been saying this since. Oh, well, she can sleep all right, and she walks and everything, but she just can't sit. It's taken an awful adjustment for her, but if you pardon my expression, she's one old lady who really believes in busting her ass for the community. Oh, hi, Norman.
Norman! Norman, what are you doing back so soon? Why, you barely left.
Well, I ran all the way there. I picked without stopping, and I ran all the way back.
Oh, I don't believe a word of it. Well, let me see what you've got.
I'll just put them in here with
No,
yours,
let
okay?
me see what you've got.
I don't have that many.
Norman!
What?
You didn't get one berry. What's the matter with you?
I ate them all.
Why don't you stay and pick some more?
Because, those mosquitoes, you were right about those mosquitoes. They're everywhere. Everywhere. I thought I was going to catch malaria and die there.
Oh, word. Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you.
Oh,
Hey, Charlie, got any mail?
Holy macanoli. Oh, I left it on the table.
oh.
Well, do you think possibly you could fetch it for me?
You bet. You bet, Norman.
Norman, how about a glass of milk?
No, thank you.
Well, I'll get you one.
Oh, I see you broke my screen door, Charlie.
Well, it's just missing a little thingamabobber, that's all.
Oh, I don't know about that. I was working mighty fine all summer.
Oh, well, I got a package for you.
Here you go, dear. Here's your milk. Here you go.
Thank you, nurse.
Sit down, Charlie.
Well, I probably should get going, I guess, or somebody's probably not going to get their mail.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's right, you know, Ethel. Neither rain, nor snow, nor sleet, nor English muffin and all that.
Oh, come on, sit down. Finish your biscuit.
I might as well finish with this, muffin,
Muffin, whatever.
coffee.
What do you have there?
I don't know, I can't open it.
Oh, what do you-
Here, would you mind biting into that for me?
Oh. Oh, what is it?
I
Oh.
still don't know.
It's your medicine.
Oh, goody! What a nice surprise!
Well, just in time. You'd nearly run out. Nothing too serious, Charlie, just for his palpitations.
Yeah, Charlie, every now and then I have these occasional heart throbs. Oh, looky here! Goody, goody! This is a bill for gas and power in Wilmington, and we're not even there.
Well, it's just the monthly minimum, dear.
Here, take that back to Bill. Oh, well, since you're playing the mailman today, please deliver this and this to the old lady down there. I'm getting back to my newspaper. I gotta get back in touch with reality.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, we have a letter from Chelsea. Oh,
Fix that for you here.
thanks, Charlie. Oh.
How is she? Norman?
What?
Chelsea.
Who?
Your daughter, Chelsea.
Yeah, what about her?
How is she?
Oh, 42.
What? How is she?
Oh, I don't know. You have to ask her mother.
Ethel?
Mm.
How is she?
Oh.
Is she really 42, Norman?
Huh?
Chelsea, is she really 42?
Yeah, that's what her mother says.
Holy macanoli. And she made it all the way through and never had kids, huh?
What? What do you mean all the way through?
Her, childbearing years.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Oh, she sounds as if she's having the best time.
Oh, that's great.
Look at the damn red socks.
Where's she writing from? I couldn't make out the postmark.
What?
Where is Chelsea writing from?
Home?
I figured that out. Where does she live now?
At home! Damn Yankees, look at that!
On the coast.
Oh,
Well, you better tell them which coast, Ethel, or he thinks you're living out there in Bar Harbor. It's in California, Charlie.
well, I knew that.
Oh, he knew that.
Damn those Orioles. You know, Baltimore always has been a sneaky town.
Oh, Norman. She says she's coming for your birthday, and she's bringing her friend. Oh, Charlie, she has the nicest boyfriend. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, look. I don't want crowds of people here on my birthday. I don't want a bunch of people here watching me turn older. No, and hey, wait.
Well.
Wait, did she decide to come on her own without any prompting from anybody?
What? Exactly what do you mean?
Uh-huh. Likely story, Mrs. Machiavelli.
Well, they're coming together as part of a vacation, that's all. Well, oh, and then they're going on to Europe.
Look, Ethel, may I repeat myself. I do not want crowds of people here on my birthday. The last thing I want is a bunch of people sitting around watching me turn older.
Oh, pooh, it'll just be the three of us. Well, do you consider three a crowd?
Well, that's what they say.
That's right. Three's a crowd.
Oh, my.
What happened to her husband?
Well, wait a minute. It's not that Freddie person. Oh, this is a different boyfriend altogether.
What the hell is going on here?
Goodness.
Detroit has disappeared. It's gone completely. Good God.
Well, what is it, Norman?
Detroit is gone.
Oh.
This stupid paper has them missing.
She's supposed to be dropped from the big leagues, Charlie. Heck, with that stupid commissioner, anything is possible.
Well, what happened to her husband?
Oh, my goodness.
What?
What did you say, Charlie?
I was wondering what happened to Chelsea's husband.
Oh, well, he didn't work out.
He couldn't tell the difference between a Negro and Italian.
What?
This stupid commissioner! He's talking about the so-called greats of the 20th century, and he's got Hank Aaron mixed up with Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, that's a pretty hard mistake to make, don't you think? The good thing he wasn't in charge during WW2. We would have invaded New Jersey looking for Mussolini. That wasn't a joke.
Listen to this. She says she's in love with a dentist.
Oh, really? Does her boyfriend know about this?
That is her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is a dentist.
Well, that's interesting.
That's who she's bringing here, a dentist?
Yes.
Good God, he'll be staring at my teeth the whole time he's here.
Oh, Norman.
But what is her fascination with Jewish people?
Who said anything about this one being Jewish?
He's a dentist, isn't he? You name me one dentist who isn't Jewish.
Your brother.
My brother is deceased.
Oh.
You name me one living dentist who isn't Jewish.
Dr. Baylor.
Well, who is Dr. Baylor?
That's my dentist.
Oh, he's in Maine, Charlie. There are no Jews in Maine.
Sure there are. The Gittleman's over at Spruce Cove.
They're tourists, Charlie. Most of your tourists are Jewish.
I know a Jewish guy who's not a tourist. He runs a used car lot up in Augusta.
I'll bet he does. But he's obviously an immigrant from New Jersey or New York somewhere. Look, Charlie, there are no native Jews in Maine, just as though there are no native Negroes in Maine and no native Puerto Ricans in Maine.
Well, I wouldn't think so.
I'm just pointing out to Charlie some of the charms of his habitat, some of the reasons we like it so well around here. We don't come here for the bugs, you know. It is true that you got your French Canadians, but they speak English, so they sound somewhat intelligent.
I think this medicine needs to be put away from all of this hot air.
Hey, why didn't you marry Chelsea?
You wouldn't let me.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, you could have married somebody else. I would have allowed that.
Well, I didn't want anyone else. It's not like I didn't have opportunity, and there's still time.
Oh yeah, you got lots of time.
Well, how old are you going to be?
What, when?
On your birthday.
103.
Really? You're joking. Miss Apley was 97. Isn't that amazing?
Yes?
She died, you know.
Nope.
Yeah, last Tuesday. We got a call, in case any mail came up for her.
Do you mean they gave you a forwarding address for a dead woman?
Yeah.
Good
Sure.
God.
Well, now what's going on in here?
Huh?
What's going on?
One of the lesbians expired.
Oh, well, Charlie, which one?
Mrs. Apley.
Oh. Well, she had a good long life.
Yeah, Charlie said she was 97.
Really? Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, puts us all to shame, doesn't it? I guess there's something to be said about a deviant lifestyle.
Well, you know, I always liked those two old ladies, but I sure did wonder what used to go on in there. Well, thanks for the coffee and muffin.
Oh, anytime, Charlie. You must come around when Chelsea's here.
Holy macanola, I haven't seen her in a long time. It must be, it was the summer my father died. I was 36, and now I'm 44. So that was
That's 8 years, Charlie.
8 years. Holy macanola. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye now, Charlie. Norman, Charlie's leaving.
Good. Oh. Bye.
Goodbye, Norman.
Hey,
Oh.
watch out for my screen door, okay?
Oh, he really is an old poop. You know that? Oh. Hey, Charlie, have you seen our loons out there?
Yeah, I sure did. They were out by Honey Island. They're teaching their baby to fly.
Really? Oh, how exciting. Oh, I hope they bring him over to introduce us. Oh, Bye now.
Bye.
Bye, Charlie. Oh, isn't that exciting, teaching their baby to fly.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen to this one. Elderly gentleman wanted for companionship and conversation for convalescing invalid. 3 afternoons a week. Now, doesn't that sound perfect?
Perfect for you. Well, I wouldn't hold much hope for the invalid, though.
Oh. Well, then here's another one. Retired people sought for hand bill delivery. Mornings or evenings, some walking involved. I should call. I can walk.
Oh, I can just see you out there walking, swatting away all those mosquitoes while you would be eaten alive.
I could carry my screen door with me.
Ah. Is that why you came rushing back here to read those silly want ads?
Well, it could be.
Ah.
Maybe I should ask Charlie if he needs any help on that boat. Yeah, I could balance out there on the deck and do a belly flop at every dock that we come to. Yeah, could be a source of amusement all around the lake. Yes, could be an actual boon in the postal department. Get more people to write him letters. I wonder how much he paid me though.
Oh, Norman, what is the matter with you? Why do you think you need a job? Oh, you always used to be content on Golden Pond with absolutely nothing to do. Why is this summer any different?
I'm in the market for a last hurrah.
Lord, why can't you just pick berries and read books and catch fish and just enjoy this sweet, sweet time?
You want to know why I came running back so fast with that little bucket? I got to the end of our lane, and I couldn't remember where the old town road was. So I walked a little way into the woods, and nothing looked familiar. Not even the first tree. And I thought it scared me half to death. So I come running back here to you just to see your pretty face and to feel safe again. And to make sure I was still me.
Oh, Norman.
Because I don't know anymore.
Oh. Well, Norman, you're safe and, oh, you're definitely still you. Well, you're still picking on poor Charlie. I'll tell you what, after lunch, after we gobble up all those strawberries, well, I'll take you down to the old town road and, oh, we'll pick another bucketful and, oh, I'll do all the bending, my dear. Well, you'll remember it all. We've been there a million times. I'll do all the bending and, will you just talk away those mosquitoes? Door. Oh, moths are going to get in here. Oh, to close the outside door. Oh, Norman, you and this door. We're going to have every moth in Maine in here. Oh, go away. Get out. Get out.
Whatever is going on down here?
Ah, well, you and this door, you are in cahoots with all these moths. Ah,
What, the moths? Ha! All they're trying to do is crash my birthday party. You know, it is rumored to be the social highlight of the summer season.
well, look at you. My goodness, you have on a tie. Don't you look nice?
Yes, I know, I put it there. You think I'm overdressed?
Well, I'm going to have to do some mighty fast maneuvering to catch up with you.
Well, I do have other ties. You can come dressed as Miss Appley.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Hey, you have really outdone yourself.
Been busy?
Welcome home, Chelsea. I see my birthday wasn't cause enough for celebration, huh?
Oh, I just want our little girl to feel welcome.
Oh, yeah. And did you realize that our little girl has passed through all her childbearing years without bearing us any grandchildren?
Of course I knew that. She chose not to, that's all.
Oh, yeah? Hey,
Did you ever take her to the side and have that little woman-to-woman talk with her? She may not know how to do all this stuff.
Oh, of course I did. Well, it was 25 years ago. I'm pretty sure she understood what I was talking about.
Well, maybe I should have taken that husband of hers to the side and gave him a few pointers. My God, that was the most timid man I have ever met.
Well, any poor soul she's ever brought in this house has been timid around you. Well, you attack them so.
I do not, you know that.
Ah, wouldn't it be nice if we could all get along this time?
Yes.
Wondering whom I could call to arrange that sort of thing.
Ethel, I intend on being the perfect host. I will overwhelm them with my charm.
Ah, that's what worries me.
Well, where are they at anyway? I mean, I'm getting older about a minute here.
Oh, I don't know. Well, they said they'd be here when they get here.
Oh, they'll be here when they get here, so that's what they said, huh? Well, with that kind of attitude, no wonder we don't have any grandchildren.
Oh, Pooh, what would we do with grandchildren?
We would bounce them on our knees. We're the last of the Bears, you know, Ethel. This is the end of the line for a damn good name, you know.
Well, I guess we'll just have to take it out in style.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, Norman, listen, balloons.
Uh,
Why is it so dark out?
why is it so dark? Because the sun went down, woman.
Well, maybe they'll hear me. Balloons! Balloons!
Ethel, I don't think you should be making that noise in front of Chelsea's companion.
Oh, I'm just talking to my friends. Loons! You loons! Oh, my goodness, they are here and I am not dressed yet.
You look dressed to me.
Oh, no. I wanted to look nice. I look like an old character.
Well, you are an old character.
Oh,
Look, go upstairs, get dressed. I will entertain them. I will make them feel at home.
you will be nice to them, won't you?
Yes, I will be nice to them. I will just explain to them the dangers of arriving at a very old man's birthday party late.
Oh,
okay?
okay.
That's
I'll be
good.
quick.
I will be nice to them. You
Oh,
Mommy? Hello, Norman.
Well, look at you.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Ethel, look at our little fat girl here.
Oh, well, she's as thin as a rail. Well, isn't she, Norman?
Yes, yes, she is, yes.
Oh, Chelsea, we are so glad you're here.
God, I thought we'd never make it. That car we rented breaks down every 40 miles.
You rented the car.
Yes, in Boston.
What kind of car is it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Red, I think.
Oh, well, it's a red car.
No, I didn't mean what color. I mean, what sort of make of car is it?
I don't know.
Oh, well, Norman, she doesn't know. It doesn't make any difference.
No, it doesn't make any difference. I was just curious, that's all.
I guess I should have looked.
Uh,
All I know is that it's ugly and old and it breaks down a lot.
Oh, it's ugly, it's old, and it breaks down a lot. So just like a Nash to me. Yeah, that's probably what that rental company did. They probably went all around the country buying up the old Nashes, and now they rent them out to unsuspecting customers like you. I'll bet you that's what they did.
I'll bet.
Well, I'll bet too.
Okay. Well, the old house looks exactly the same.
Well, the old house is exactly the same. It's just older, like its inhabitants.
Well,
Well, you did bring your friend, didn't you?
oh God, I knew I was forgetting something.
That's still on, is it? That's still on?
Well, it was 2 minutes ago. Of course, I could have been deserted. It wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Are you two ready?
Oh, we can't wait.
No, we can't wait.
Great. Hey, come on in. Nobody's gonna bite you. I hope. Mommy, Norman, this is Billy Ray.
Hey, how you doing?
You look awful young to be a dentist.
Oh, I'm just the world's tallest midget.
This is Billy Ray Jr.
Oh, well, I'm Norman Thayer, Jr.
His dad's out trying to soothe that car.
Oh, well, what a nice surprise. Billy, you can call me Ethel, and you can call Norman, Norman.
I like your logic, Mommy. I'm gonna go check on Bill. He was trying to turn the car around. He could have driven into the lake.
Oh, I hope not. Well, you know, it is so dark out there. It never used to be this dark.
Hey, I hear you just turned 80.
Oh, is that what you heard?
Yeah, man, that's really old.
Oh, really? You should meet my father.
Oh, this is...
Your father's still alive?
No, but you really should meet him.
Oh, this is so much fun. Norman, take
What?
Billy up to Chelsea's old room, and that way, in the morning, he can look out on the lake.
I've got a better idea. Why don't we just put him out on the float and he can look out on the lake all night long?
I like that.
Oh, no, Billy, you'd be eaten alive by all the mosquitoes.
So,
Norman, take Billy upstairs and show him where everything is here. You promised you were going to be nice.
grab your clutter, boy. Come on.
Hey, you know, I just had a birthday too. I turned 17 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ha! We're practically twins then, aren't
No, well, actually, we're 62 years and 50 weeks apart.
we? Oh, you're pretty quick, ain't you?
He's coming. He thought he had to lock the doors.
Oh, well, you never know with all the changes around here.
Norman looks old.
Oh, well, I hadn't really noticed.
But you look great.
Oh, well, thanks. You know, I love your hair that way. It looks great.
Dude, listen, how is his mind? Is he remembering things any better?
Well, it's not too bad.
Hey, boy!
Oh,
Come on, I'll show you where the bathroom is. That is, if I can remember where it is.
Oh, there you are. You made it.
Yeah, and I think I saw a bear.
Oh, I doubt that. Mommy, this is Bill Ray. Bill, this is my mother.
Bill, welcome to Golden Pond. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you. Say, you don't have a dog, do you?
What? A dog? No. Well, you know, I did try and interest Norman in getting a dog this summer, but, oh, he went into this morbid diatribe about how unfair it would be to bring a puppy into the house if you're planning to die soon. Oh,
Well, you could have gotten him an old dog.
oh no.
One on his last leg.
Oh, well, he's still in mourning for old Chum.
Chum was our Labrador retriever who just passed on 20 short years ago.
Oh, say, do your neighbors have any dogs?
I don't think so.
Then I definitely saw a bear.
Oh, no. Oh, the bears go deep into the woods when the summer people arrive. But we do have a lot of very large, nasty moths flying about, I'm sorry to say.
This was rather large for a moth.
Oh, no.
It was probably a wild boar. I'm just kidding.
See?
Listen, do you want to go visit the men's room before you go through the shock of meeting my father?
Oh no, I'm okay.
Too late anyway.
Hey, Dad. Got some good news. You were right. They do have indoor plumbing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Chelsea was just bullshitting to say something.
Billy.
I always try to paint a rustic picture of life on Golden Pond.
Oh, it's rustic, all right.
Yeah, it's lovely, though. It's, it's lovely rusticity.
We've been peeing inside for 40 years.
You must be Norman.
I must be. Who are you?
I'm Bill Ray.
Bill Ray, the dentist.
Yes, sir.
You want to see my teeth, Bill Ray?
Sir, we just want to say we're very happy to be here. Chelsea has told us so much about you and your lovely wife and your beautiful home here on the lake. And we're glad to be here all the time.
Charlie's been asking about you.
Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie.
Holy macaroni! Charlie's our mailman.
Ah.
He was also my boyfriend for 12 summers. He taught me everything.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, it is when you know Charlie.
Well, I'm gonna go say hello to the lake. Would anyone else like to come?
Me? I've never seen anyone say hello to a lake before.
Well, this will be a valuable experience for you, Mr. Wise Guy. You know, it's always my first order of business when I get to Golden Pond. You gonna come, Mommy?
Oh, yes. Hey, you want to take the boat?
Yeah, let's take the boat.
Oh, sure, why not? Come on, Bill.
Where? Outside?
Well, that's where the lake is. You coming, Norman?
Oh, come on, Norman. We'll have a good time.
No, I just want to sit here and enjoy the quiet.
Well,
I think I'm going to stay inside too.
Oh, are you sure, Norman? Come on.
No, don't be silly. Like I say, I want to sit here and enjoy the quiet with Bill. We can talk baseball.
Great.
great.
Okay, you two. Now, I'll turn on the yard light. I usually leave it off because of the June bugs, so we all have to be ready. Are we ready?
Hey, the
Oh.
screen door's broken.
Well, Norman will get to that. Come on, don't. Come on, I'll get it. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, I really see them.
So, Norman, you're a baseball fan, huh?
No.
I like baseball. I like the Dodgers.
Oh, really? They moved out west some time ago, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, out to Los Angeles some years ago.
They still in the big leagues?
Yes, sir. They're a real powerhouse in the National League West.
Oh, well, bless their little hearts.
Say, Norman, how does it feel to turn 80 years old?
It feels twice as bad as it did when I turned 40.
Hey, well, I know what that's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I turned 40 5 years ago. I'm 45 now. Oh, Norman, you have a very beautiful home.
It's not for sale.
Oh, no, I'm not interested in buying it. It's just very beautiful.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah, it has very charming ambience.
Oh, well, thank you.
Say, Norman,
Yes,
may I call you Norman?
I believe you just did.
Right. Well, I don't want to press, though.
Oh, no.
Okay, then I'll call you Norman.
Fine.
And what should I call your wife?
How about Ethel? Ethel Thayer. It sounds like a listing, doesn't it? Oh, it almost caused me not to marry her. Do you believe that she wanted me to change my last name to her last name?
Oh, and what was that?
I don't remember. Ethel's all you need to know. It's the name she goes by.
Well, I wouldn't know that. Chelsea calls her mommy.
There's a reason for that.
But Chelsea calls you Norman.
Well, there's a reason for that too. Look, I am her father, if that's what you're getting at. I'm her father, but I'm not her daddy. Ethel is mommy, and I am Norman.
I see. Okay. Say, Norman, may I have a seat?
It's fine by me.
Okay, great.
I believe I'm gonna start a book, Bill. Now, maybe I can finish it before I'm finished off. Maybe this great classic, Swiss Family Robinson. You ever read this book, Bill?
Oh, yes, sir. That's a great book. I'd recommend it.
Oh, there's no need for that. I've read this book too. But my mind's gone, so all this is going to be new to me. Your son ever read this book?
No, I don't think so.
Do you mean to tell me that your son has never read Swiss Family Robinson?
Well, no, but I'm going to have him read it. I'm afraid his mother has been his motivating force these last few years, poor kid. But I'm making a move to eradicate some of the dishevelment. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good now, Norman. Practice is really strong. I feel really great about myself. Meeting Chelsea, you know, that's been a major thing. And she's really flowering now, you know. She loves her job, and she's painting again. You know, Norma, we have this very kinetic relationship. It's very positive. I think you'd be pleased. Yeah.
How much do you charge for a filling?
Huh?
Well, you said you were a dentist. How much do you charge for a filling?
Oh, well, we normally start out about $95.
$95? Good God, man! My brother never charged any more than $15 all the way up to 1988. Then he changed his prices to $20, and that's when I stopped seeing him.
So, your brother's a dentist.
Well, he was when he was living.
Well, isn't that amazing?
Oh, I don't know. I think every family has at least one.
Say, Norman, I don't want to offend you, but I feel like there's this very important topic that I need to broach.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I don't want to offend you, but we were wondering if we could sleep together.
What?
Well, you know, sleep together. in the same room, in the same bed, together. Now, if you don't find that offensive.
The three of you.
No, sir. No.
You and Billy.
No, sir.
Chelsea and Billy.
Oh, no, sir, no.
Well, that only leaves Chelsea and you then.
Well, yes, sir.
Oh, well, why would I find that offensive? You're not going to do anything unusual up there, are you?
Oh, no, just...
Oh, well, I don't find that one bit offensive as long as you keep quiet.
Well, great.
Chelsea used to sleep together with her husband all the time, you know?
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
And Ethel and I, we sleep together. We've been sleeping together for years.
Well, of course, but you're married and all.
So?
Well, it's just...
Oh, I think I'm beginning to see the picture here, Bill. This is more of a moral question, would you?
Well, you know, Norman, we're from two different generations, different mores.
What's a moray? I never understood that.
Oh, it's a custom, I'd say, or
Oh,
something.
go on. Forgive me for interrupting you there, Bill.
Well, that's all right. It's just, you know, a difference of opinions, and we...
I shouldn't have interrupted you like that, should I?
Oh, no, that's all right, Norman. You see, we just don't want our relationship to...
That is a terrible social problem, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, interrupting somebody. You know, the art of conversation, I believe that went out with the radio, I think.
I see.
Or perhaps with mirrors.
Huh?
Do you ever notice how some people start checking themselves out in a window or in a mirror or in their eyeglasses when they're really supposed to be paying attention to you?
Yeah, Norman, I've kind of noticed that.
Well, it's a shifty sort of quality, I think.
Oh, yes.
Or perhaps just a form of egocentricity.
Uh-huh.
I do it.
You do?
Sure, conversations bore me to tears, Bill. I'm always looking for a little diversement when I'm waiting on my turn to talk.
I see.
That's pretty shabby, huh?
Well, it's kind of...
I don't do it with Ethel. She is so pretty, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
After all these years, I still cannot get over how pretty she is. Or, for that matter, how handsome I am. That's why I'm always looking for a mirror, Bill. Always got to keep checking, make sure I haven't faded, you know.
I see.
They say that your looks fade with your age, that your looks just fall away. I haven't seen the first sign of it myself.
No, indeed.
Now, what were we talking about? Sex. Yeah, I believe it was sex. Yeah, you were somehow concerned that your morals or mores wouldn't mess with mine.
Yeah.
Well, don't be silly, Bill. I'd be delighted to have you abusing my daughter under my own roof.
Wait, now,
Would you like the room where I first violated her mother, or would you care to go for the master bedroom?
now listen, Norman,
I'll tell you what, Bill. Ethel your son and I, we could all camp out in the backyard and you could go for it right here in front of the heart. How about that?
Yeah. Norman, you're having a good time, aren't you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, well, it's just Chelsea's told me about how you like to get in someone's head, kind of play around with their mind. Chelsea does it too, you know, and sometimes I can go along with it. Sometimes I can't. I just want you to know that I'm very good at recognizing crap when I hear it. And it's not imperative that you and I be friends, although that would be great. I'm sure you're a fascinating person, Norman. I bet it'd be fascinating to get to know you. That's obviously not an easy task. That's okay. You go on, be just as poopy as you want to quote Chelsea, and I'll just continue to be as receptive and pleasant as I can. There's one thing I want you to know. While we're sitting here and we're smiling at one another and you're jerking me around, I know exactly what you're up to, and I'm only going to put up with so much of it. Okay? Well, great. Now, what's the bottom line on the illicit sex question?
Very nice. Good speech. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, bottom line, huh? You a bottom line kind of guy. Well, here's the bottom line, Bill. Ethel and I haven't always been married. God, it seems that way. And we have tipped over a canoe or two in our lifetime trying to accommodate to somebody else's mores. You seem like a nice fellow, Bill. A bit verbose, perhaps, but a nice person.
Well, thank you.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to weigh down our conversation. We can go back to talking about sex if you like.
Oh, no.
I like talking about sex myself. You know that? Bill, if you've got any questions whatsoever about sex, son, just feel free to ask me, okay?
Okay, well, I would like to kind of wrap my mind around this little situation.
Okay.
So you're saying that it's okay for Chelsea and I to sleep together?
Oh, yeah, fine by me. Just don't let Ethel catch you.
Dad, you never believe it, but they let me paddle a boat. It's a canoe just like the Indians have.
Actually, son, the canoe, the Indians used a different grade of aluminum on their canoe.
Ethel and Chelsea want you down. They're going skinny dipping.
Skinny dip, then son, I don't think.
Oh, Bill, go ahead. For Miss Runs rampant up here on Golden Pond. Go for it, son.
Say, Norman,
Yeah?
you don't have any bears up around these parts, do you?
Oh, yes, sir. We got black bears, we got grizzly bears. Heck, someone came down last month and ate an old lesbian.
I don't think it's...
Go on, Dad. Just bullshit.
Oh,
That's good, Norman. God, I hope I survive these next few days.
you like that word, don't you, boy? Bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Yeah. Hey, you going skinny dipping?
No. Are you?
Nah. I try to be selective about who I flash in front of, if you get my drift.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. Chelsea tells me you're quite the fisherman. She calls you the old man of the sea, you know.
Well, I've caught a few. Hey, you fish?
Oh, no.
You want to go sometime?
Maybe so, I don't know.
All right, we'll see. Hey, tell me something. What do you think of your father?
Well, to say the truth, he's not that bad.
Oh, okay. I've got to ask you, son. Why do you walk around with your shoulders all bent over like that?
Oh, I just had a lot on my mind, that's all.
Oh.
Oh.
Tell me this. What does one do for recreation out there in California? I mean, what does one do when one is 17 and not in school?
Cruise chicks, mostly.
Excuse me?
Oh, meet 'em, girls, try to pick 'em up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do with them after you picked them up?
Suck face.
What?
Oh, suck face, you know, that means kiss, suck face, same thing. Kiss.
Oh. Oh. Hey. Have you ever read this book, Swiss Family Robinson? You've never read Swiss Family Robinson?
Nope. Sure have.
Oh, okay. Well, here, read it.
Now?
Yes, read it now. Take it upstairs to your room, read the first chapter, and give me a report in the morning.
A report?
Yes!
I thought we were gonna have a party.
I'll call you when the party is underway, if it ever does get underway, okay? And boy, do me a favor, boy. Stand up straight. Yeah, that's perfect. That's beautiful. You'll find it's a lot easier to carry around that heavy load that you're carrying. God, nobody carries a load that heavy. My God, so good Lord. And I thought you'd be nude.
Oh, well, sorry. Oh, the water felt wonderful, though. But I didn't want to overwhelm Chelsea's friend on his first night here. Uh-huh. Have you been picking on him?
Yes, I have. And you know something? He found me fascinating. Oh, yeah, he says they want to sleep together.
Oh, well, I expected that. They're big people. Why not?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, I told him that.
We didn't have to tell him.
Well,
Oh, Norman. Oh, well, I better get dinner together. You must be starved half to death.
and then some.
Well, where's the boy?
I sent him up to his room with a good book.
Oh, well, Norman.
Yeah?
There's something I'd like us to do.
What's that?
Let Chelsea leave Billy here with us for a month.
Winch Billy.
Billy, the little one. Oh, Bill's supposed to have him for the month, and oh, he'd be bored to tears in Europe, and they could be together, and oh, Bill just seems so nice, and Chelsea needs someone nice. Couldn't we do that?
What would I say to that boy? What would I do with him?
Oh, well, you'll think of something. Oh, come on. Let's tell Chelsea we'll do it and give her some happiness, yes?
Oh, all right.
Oh, you old poop, I love you. Oh, we're going to have the best time, the three of us. You know what? You really are the most wonderful man in the whole world. I'm just the only one who knows it. Oh, well, I'm going to get dinner. Can you wait 10 more minutes?
No, Ethel, I am going to bed.
Oh, no, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm bullshitting you. Billy. Billy, come on. Wake up, man. Get on down there. Just don't wake up the old lady. Come on, man. Billy. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Come on, boy, let's. Come on, man. I've got the bait can. Look, whatever you do, don't wake up Ethel. Come on. Are you even up there? Good God, son. Billy, man. Shh. Come on, boy. She's gonna be up any minute now. Good God, woman! You must be mad. You're trying to kill me.
Oh, no, I'm not. I was trying to get that daddy long legs. Oh, he got away. Oh,
Well, you should not be allowed to carry around a dangerous weapon like that. Give me that.
well, you needn't be so loud. You'll wake up the boy.
Well, good. Been trying to get him up for the past 20 minutes. We're going fishing.
Oh, let him sleep. You have enough fish as it is. What in the world are you going to do with them all?
What? The hell will feed him to the daddy long legs. Get in that gear, boy.
Norman, let him sleep. It's going to rain. The loons have been calling for it all night long.
I have not heard the first loon.
Oh, well, listen. Oh, what a sweet sound.
Well, what's the forecast for today then?
Still rain. I think they're right out in front.
Oh, yeah? I think we got one in the same room with us. Hey, boy!
Hey, we have a joker here.
Yeah.
Morning, loonies.
Oh, very funny.
Well, Norman, let's get it in gear.
Watch it, boy.
Hey, you two are going to be really sorry when it begins to pour.
Well, that is just the chance we've got to take, Ethel. Billy here still has one more biggie to catch.
Oh.
You know, it's beginning to depress the poor boy that I've outbigged him.
Today's the day I can feel it.
Well, goodbye, woman.
Oh, well, goodness.
What's going to do?
Oh, well, wait a minute. What have you got in that bag?
This is just food.
Just food.
It's good
Uh-huh,
food.
well, not some of my Toll House cookies, I don't suppose.
No, no.
Just some.
Some.
Hand it over.
Some. Spoil sport. Well, I guess we could always eat our fish raw like the Orientals do. Of course, you may not get any bigger. Not that there's a downside to that. Hey, did you bring a book to read?
Oh yeah, I brought it.
You did? Where's it at?
It's called. Let's see. A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
Uh-huh. Okay.
All right, you two, here you go. Some cookies and some biscuits, 2 tuna fish sandwiches apiece, oh, a nice thermos of cold milk, and a jar of fresh raspberries. I picked them myself. Well, here you go.
Smooth move.
Right on, cool breeze. No, that's jive talk, Ethel.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, goodbye, woman.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
today.
Where's my chair? Where's my chair, boy? I can't go fishing without my chair.
It's in the back where you left it.
Well, what's it doing there?
You were sitting on it yesterday while you watched me clean the fish, Norman.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's go.
Well, don't tell me. He makes you clean those stupid fish.
Yes, Ethel. I make him clean the stupid fish. I get to clean the smart fish. Fortunately for me, the smart fish are too smart to get caught.
Oh.
That's why they in school. Grab a chair, boy.
Well, Norman, his hands are full.
My hands are full, Norman.
Well, he's got teeth, don't he?
the chair.
Oh, good God.
Oh, poor Billy has to do all your chores.
Well, what is the point of having the world's tallest midget around if I can't make him do my chores for me? Well, goodbye, one.
Oh, well, he's in a good mood today.
Look,
Come on, boy.
Ethel, you can come with us, you know.
Oh, no. Thank you anyway. But I really, I don't like to fish. I used to go with my father and my brother, but I always felt like those dead fish were just staring at me.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I like to fish personally.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And Norman likes it too, but, you know, we don't just fish.
Really?
Yeah, I practice my French, and then I make Norman tell me stories from the old days.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then sometimes he calls me Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I'll bet you remind him of her in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I always just say, Norman, I'm not Chelsea, I'm Billy, and he's all right.
Hey!
Oh,
Hold on! Debut!
Yeah,
Come on!
That means I'm coming.
oh well, I'll get La Porte.
Yeah. Oh, and don't worry about Norman. I'll watch after him for you.
Oh, good. Thank you, Billy.
Well, goodbye, woman.
Oh, you two have fun. Oh, there you are. I'm going to get you now. Don't you move. Oh, Elmer. Oh, Elmer, he is right behind you. Oh, you go and climb that chimney. Oh, see what I care. Elmer, are you laughing at me? Oh, Elmer. Oh, someone's out on the lake. Oh, you know, they say the lake is dying. Oh, they say all those houses over on Kuchikayi shores are killing Golden Pond, but, oh, I don't believe it. Oh, but look, Elmer, no more yellow tents in the trees. No more bells calling the girls to supper anymore. Oh, I used to set you on the windowsill so you could look across at the camp when I was 8, 9, and 10. Oh, in the evening I'd go down to the cove and I'd wave across the lake and you always waved back, didn't you, Elmer? I can remember it like it was yesterday. I can see the birds way up in the sky from my tent on the bank of the lake at Camp Kuchikayi. Kuchikayi. That was a pretty silly song, wasn't it? We are the girls from Camp Kuchikayi. You can tell who we are by the gleam in our eyes. Our minds are clear and our hearts are strong. We are dancing here, but we won't be long. There will soon be dear weather now our fawns. But we'll remember our years on Golden Pond. On Golden Pond. Oh, how did you get here?
I rented a car, a Sebring made by Chrysler.
Well, you are not supposed to be here until the 15th.
Well, today is the 15th, Mommy.
No.
Afraid so.
Well, no wonder you're here.
Yeah, you still got the boy, or did you drown him?
Oh, we still have them all right.
Oh, are he and Norman asleep?
Oh, are you kidding? Well, they are out on that lake already, antagonizing all those fish. Hey, do you still have Bill, or did you drown him?
Oh, I still have him. But he's not with me. He went on back. He said he had a mouth that needed looking into.
Oh, well, you must have left Boston at the crack of dawn.
I actually left in the middle of the night. I just felt like driving. I didn't feel like getting lost, but it seemed to work out that way.
Well, Chelsea, if you came more often, you wouldn't get lost.
You're right. Hey, if I promise to come more often, will you make some coffee?
Oh, yes, I could do that. You must have had a terrific time in Europe. You look wonderful.
I do? Oh, I did. I had a lovely time.
Well, you know, I always thought Norman and I should travel, but somehow we just never got around to it. Hey, do you see the boys out there?
Yes. What are they doing out there? It's beginning to rain.
Oh, I told them it was going to rain when the loons have been calling for it all night long.
Oh, look at you. You've had that robe for as long as I can remember.
Oh, I guess it does look that way, doesn't it?
Oh, no, it looks great.
Well, you're in a huggy mood today. Is something wrong?
No, you just seem different.
Oh, you mean old.
I don't know about that.
Well, that's what happens when you live long enough. You end up being old. That's one of the disadvantages of a long life. But I still prefer it to the alternative. Well, you must be exhausted. Sit down.
Are Billy and Norman getting along okay?
Ah, why, Billy is the best thing that's happened to Norman since Roosevelt. I should have bought him a 17-year-old boy years ago.
Well, you could have traded me in.
Oh, jealous.
You know, Billy kind of reminds me of myself out there way back when, except I think he makes a better son than I did.
Oh, Chelsea, you made a very nice daughter.
Does Billy put the worm on the hook by himself?
Well, I'm not really sure.
I hope so. You lose points if you throw up. I remember that. I used to apologize to those poor worms before I impaled them. Look, they'll get even with me someday, won't they?
Oh, you're starting to sound like your father.
Uh-oh. Oh, thanks for taking care of Billy for us.
Oh, well, thank you. It gives us another chance to see you. And besides, it's been a tremendous education. Why, Norman's vocabulary will never be the same.
Look at this. Chelsea on the swim team. Boy, that was an exercise in humiliation.
Oh, Chelsea, you were a good diver.
I was not a good diver. I was a good sport. I could never do that damn backflip.
Well, you tried, and we were proud of you for trying.
Oh, sure. Everybody got a big splash out of me trying. Why do you think I subjected myself to all that? I wasn't aiming for the Olympics, you know. I was trying to please Norman because he'd been a diver in the 1800s.
Oh, Chelsea. Can't you be home for more than 5 minutes without going into the past?
It's this house. It just seems to set me off.
Well, I don't know why it should. It's a perfectly nice house.
You know, I act like a big person everywhere else. I do. I'm in charge of Los Angeles. It just seems every time I come back here, it reminds me of being a little fat girl.
Oh, Chelsea, come and sit down.
I don't want to sit down. Where were you all that time? You never bailed me out.
Well, I didn't know you needed bailing out.
Well, I did.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, you had a miserable childhood. Your father was overbearing and your mother ignored you. Oh, Chelsea, what else is new? Don't you think every girl looks back on her childhood with some bitterness or regret about something? Well, you're a big girl now, Chelsea. Aren't you tired of it all? You only come home when I beg you to. And then when you do, all you can do is be disagreeable about the past. Chelsea, oh, life marches on.
Yeah, your life. In your perfect house on your perfect lake. You have no idea what it's like being reminded how worthless you are every time that old son of a bitch crosses your path.
That old son of a bitch happens to be my husband. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry that he's not always kind. It's not always easy for me either. Oh, Chelsea. Chelsea, you're such a nice person. Well, can't you think of something nice to say?
No.
Oh, Chelsea.
Yes. I married Bill in Brussels.
Well, you did what in Brussels?
I married Bill.
Does it count in this country?
Afraid so.
Oh, bless you. Congratulations. Oh, Bill seems like such a nice person.
Oh, he is. He's
Oh.
better than nice, and he's an adult too.
Oh,
I actually went for an adult marriage this time.
oh. Will Billy live with you?
Oh yeah, that's part of the reason Bill had to go back. He's murdering his ex-wife. She didn't want the kid anyway.
Oh. Well, do you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
Nothing to it. Hey, I'm twice as old as you were when you married Norman. Do you think that means anything?
Well, I hope it means he'll only be half as much trouble. Oh, Norman will be so surprised.
I'll bet.
Chelsea, he only wants for you to be happy.
Well, you could have fooled me.
How long are you going to keep this up?
I don't know. Maybe one day we can be friends.
Chelsea, he's 80 years old and has heart palpitations. Exactly when do you expect this friendship to begin? Norman, there, you are soaking wet.
Yes, I know. It's raining out there.
I told you.
Damn loons are laughing at me. Oh! Well, look at you.
Hello.
I thought you weren't coming till the 15th.
Today is the 15th.
Afraid so.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, what did you do with the boy?
Well, he's swimming home.
Really?
Guess what? It is raining.
Oh, told you. Oh, Norman, help him with all this stuff.
What here?
Oh,
That?
I'll tell you, you two need constant supervision, I declare.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, look at you.
Hey, kid.
How are you doing?
Not too shabby.
Where's that dentist?
Oh, he went on back. He said he'd call you tonight, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, young man, you need to march yourself upstairs and deposit yourself in a warm shower. Chelsea has something she needs to tell you, but you can't hear it until you are dry.
Something to tell us. What?
Chelsea, you should have seen the bass I caught today. It was this big.
Yeah.
5 pounds easy, but I saw this depressed look on Norman's face, so I threw it back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, you two are going to be all right down here together, aren't you?
Yeah?
You'll think of something to say.
Yeah. We can talk about the fact that the world's tallest midget gets to take a nice warm shower while I stand down here and develop pneumonia.
Oh, well, you're a tough old buzzard, aren't you?
A tough old buzzard. A tough old buzzard. And don't those little terms of endearment make your heart go pitter-patter?
Yes.
Hey, did you hear about the stupid Yankees?
No. I don't want to talk about baseball.
Oh. Well, I just thought I'd come up with a subject you might find interesting, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'd like to talk about us.
Okay, what about us?
You want to come sit down?
No, I've already started a bit of a puddle here. Maybe I should just stand right here.
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Sure, no problem.
Don't you even want to know what I'm sorry about?
I suppose so.
I'm sorry that our communication has been so bad, and that I have this big chip on my shoulder. And I think it would be a really good idea if we kind of had the relationship that we're supposed to have.
Oh, what kind of relationship are we supposed to have?
Like a father and a daughter.
Oh, okay. Just in the nick of time, huh?
No.
Oh, look, Chelsea, if it's the will you're worried about, I've left everything to you except what I'm taking with me, okay?
Stop it! I don't want anything. We have been mad at each other for way too long.
Well, really? I didn't realize we were mad at each other. I just thought we just didn't like each other.
I want to be your friend.
Oh. Oh, well, thank you. Does this mean that you'll be coming around more often? Because, Chelsea, quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to make it another 8 years.
Yes, I'll come around more often.
Well,
Good. Good. It would mean a lot to your mother.
Okay. Now you want to tell me about those Yankees?
Those Yankees, they are a bunch of bums, they are. Hey, your mother said you had some good news. What gives?
I got married in Brussels.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, it is nice. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. He makes me so happy.
Oh, that is so great. Does he speak English?
I married Bill.
Bill, oh, well, that's great. That is great.
Next!
What is she yelling about?
I think you're next in the shower.
Oh, okay. Hey, we'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you're next.
God, this place is beginning to sound like a brothel.
What do you know about brothels?
What? I know plenty about brothels, Ethel. Brothels is where Chelsea married her sweetheart.
Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is wonderful. Hey, see if you can't get us a discount on dental work, okay?
Oh, my goodness. Now here's Charlie. Hey, this place really is beginning to be like a brothel.
Charlie, maybe he wants to take a shower too?
Hey, come on up, Charlie. I've got some coffee on. Oh, my goodness, the coffee. Well, I better get some biscuits. Charlie gets dangerous if you don't feed him.
Morning.
Morning, Charlie.
Well, holy macaroni.
Hey, what's new?
It's raining.
Yeah, so I've been told. Hey, look at you, fat as an old cat.
Look at you, Chelsea McAnelsey.
Charlie McAnarly.
Say, when did you get back?
This morning.
Did you bring the boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend anymore.
Oh, no?
No. I married him.
Well, what the heck for?
I felt sorry for him.
Hey, Charlie. Well, you're awfully early this morning. What's up? What's up?
Well, I'm doing a route backwards.
You are?
Yeah, I thought I'd like to see what it was like. You know, I've been having these dizzy spells lately, and I thought maybe it was from going around the lake the same direction for 30 years.
Hey, do you think you're going to go backwards for the next 30 years?
I might.
Oh, here.
Chelsea McAnelsey tells me she got herself married again.
Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful?
Well, I guess, but it just sort of leaves me out of the running again, you know, the old maid mailman.
Oh, Charlie, you could have anyone you want.
Oh, Ethel, that's not true.
You wouldn't have wanted me anyway, Charlie. We're too good of friends.
Well, I guess. Well, holy macaroni, is that kid Billy going to be your son now?
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Well,
you.
how long do you expect to be around this time?
Another week.
Oh, good.
Good. Well, why don't you come and ride the mailboat with me one day? I'll let you drive.
All right, yeah.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about you this morning. I was going down Kuchikai's shores, and I almost pulled into that little cove where the big dock used to be. You know, for a minute, I thought I was a kid again.
Oh, Charlie, there's a lot of that going around this summer.
Oh, that happened to you too? Well, it was so clear in my mind. I was on my uncle's boat, the Mariah, remember? And I'd get up on the deck of the boat with a mail sack for the whole camp, and all those crazy little girls would come running down right over there and make me feel so important. And I'd always stop and look. I'd look to see where you were. And I'd see, in the back, standing by yourself. And you'd smile at me, and as I'd take the mail bag and throw it on the boat, and just go around and look, and you smiled at me and made me feel so important.
Oh, you were.
Well, yeah, I guess, but those were the days.
Oh, I remember when you used to bring the boat around Kuchikaya shores with your brother Tom,
Yeah?
and you'd anchor the boat in pretend to fish.
Well, you know, we never caught a single fish. We barely ever brought bait. we just like to go and park out there and hear the girls sing. And then at night, when the sun went down, they'd make a campfire. And they would sing these stupid songs.
Yeah. I can see the birds.
That's one of them. Yeah, I remember that one.
Bank of the lake at Camp Coochie-Kai-Yi, Coochie-Kai-Yi.
We are the girls
Oh, not you
from
too.
Camp Coochie-Kai-Yi. You can tell who we are by the gleam in our eyes. Our minds are clear and our hearts are strong. We are dancing here, but we won't be long. There will soon be deer where there now are fawns.
Boy, that was such a sad song. It used to give me the creeps.
But we'll remember our years on Golden Pond, on Golden Pond.
doing with the boxes? Well, you move this box and you move the other box. Hey, are we moving out or are we moving in?
Oh, that box. Well, I was moving that box. I'm helping you.
Well, you have a very roundabout way of doing it. The car is out back, you know.
I know that. Hey, which one of these hats is your favorite?
Well, I just like them all equally.
Oh. Well. Hey, look, I was going to take that box. I was
Yes.
going to take it.
But it's where you were going to take it that had me concerned. So I'm going to just take it myself. Well, what is your fishing pole doing here?
Huh? Oh, look, I fixed it. I fixed it, see?
Uh-huh.
I fixed the reel
That's nice.
and I retied these splits
Okay.
all the way up here, see?
Yeah,
Brand
right,
new
but
split.
what's it doing here?
It's waiting to go to the car. I'm going to mail it to Billy in California.
Oh, Norman, you can't mail a fishing pole.
Well, of course I can. I'm a taxpayer owner. I'm
Well,
going to mail it to Billy in case he wants to go fishing. I assume they do have fish in California.
well. Well, now what are you doing with that silly hat?
I'm going to mail it to Billy with the fishing pole. Mommy, you can't go fishing without a hat.
If he wears that hat anywhere outside Golden Pond, he'll probably be arrested.
Not in California, he won't.
Well, bring it with us, but we hardly have room.
Shoot. right here.
Well,
Phone's ringing.
it is. I suppose someone better answer it.
I suppose someone better.
Well, hello?
Hello, is this Paradise, Maine?
Hello?
Hello, Ethel? Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Couldn't be better.
Good.
We thought you'd be gone already.
Well, we're just leaving.
Oh, well, listen, you have a safe trip now, okay?
Thank you.
Who is it?
I have no idea.
Well, did you ask?
Who's calling, please?
It's Bill, it's your son-in-law.
Oh, Bill! How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Listen, you have a safe trip now, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Say, Ethel, how about you coming out to California?
Yes, we would like that.
All right. Hey, you want to speak to my girl?
Oh, yes, put her on.
Here she is.
Good.
Hello, Mommy.
Oh, hi, darling.
You getting ready to hit the road?
Yes, couple more boxes, say goodbye to the lake, and that will be that.
You know, it just seems so early to be going.
Oh, not really. Almost everyone else from the lake is gone already.
Well, you know, it's always summer in LA.
Oh, well, your house sounds wonderful. Send us some pictures, okay?
Well, why don't you just come see for yourself? You could save me the postage.
Oh, well, we'd love that, dear. Maybe in January.
Oh, you would come out here, really?
Yeah, instead of Florida. Oh, your father and I will discuss it.
Oh, good.
Well, that is if I can convince him that Los Angeles is part of the United States. It shouldn't be too much trouble at all. He's still convinced, you know, that you need a passport to get out there.
Let me talk to him.
Okay, hold on. Norman, she wants to talk to you.
I just started my book.
Norman, she wants to talk to you.
Well, what would she want to say to me?
Get it in gear. Oh, he's coming, dear. Listen, give my love to Billy, and oh, we hope to see you soon.
Well, don't hope. Just come.
Okay, bye, dear.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye-bye.
I'm too old to
Oh,
do
no,
this.
it's your
What
daughter.
am I going to say to
Oh,
her?
you'll think of something.
Hello, who's this?
It's your kid, Chelsea, remember?
Oh, Chelsea. Well, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Oh, good, good. Say, how's the weather out there? Not too many earthquakes, are they?
Oh, well, we don't have earthquakes every day.
Well, that's good.
Well, why don't you come see for yourself? You know it is really nice out here.
Well, I don't know if we'll be able to make it all the way out there, Chelsea. Your mother's health is not what it could be, you know?
Is there something I should be worried about?
Oh, no. She's just a lot more ornery than usual.
Wouldn't have anything to do with you, would it?
No. I am in fine form myself. Just sore all the time, but nothing to worry about, Chelsea.
And you're coming to California.
Well, we'll certainly consider it.
No, I want you to come.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because I love you.
Oh, and, well, I love you too, Chelsea.
Now see, isn't that easier than gallbladder surgery?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, is Billy Jr. there?
Oh yes, he's here.
Could I please talk to him?
Oh, you got him. And listen, you two guys have a great time in Wilmington, okay?
Hey, yeah, you have a great time out there too, okay? All three of you have a great time, okay?
Okay, and call me.
Okay. Okay. Goodbye, Chelsea.
Goodbye, Daddy.
Is this the old man of the sea?
Hey, what's happening, Cool Breeze? How's the chicks?
Oh, chicks are fine. How's the fish?
The fish?
Yeah.
The fish have gone somewhere.
They're gone. Where'd they go?
I don't know. They all went to sleep, I guess. Hey, how's your reading?
Oh, it's not that bad, actually. I'm halfway into the Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, really? Hey, now that's great, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Alexander dumbass and all.
Yeah, Billy, but son, listen. The man's name is pronounced to Ma, okay? Not dumbass. To Ma, okay? Say that.
Dumas.
Très bien, my man.
Merci. And au revoir. We gotta go. I'm sorry, Norman.
Oh, young man, you run along, okay? I suppose you want to do a little cruising for chicks before school, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and please tell Ethel to send me some Toll House cookies. Chelsea here tries, but it's not the same.
I'll tell her.
And you just hang loose, okay? Because I kind of miss you, man.
Oh, well, hey, I miss you too, man.
Cool.
Oh, hey, I gotta tell you, Ethel and I was gonna go out there and visit, you know.
Get out of town. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, sometime in the winter.
Don't bullshit me, man.
I'm not bullshitting you, man.
Well, that would be very cool. I'd like that a lot.
Hey, yeah, man, and I would too. Okay, well, goodbye.
Bye, Norman.
Hey, I talked to Billy.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah. Oh, before I forget, he wants you to make him some of those tall house cookies that you make and send them to him out there about California.
So.
Oh yeah, he says Chelsea tries, but they're just not the same as yours.
Well, that's how it is with us grandmothers, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, did Chelsea mention us coming out there for a visit?
Well, yeah, I think she mentioned it. Yeah.
Oh, I think they're gonna make a go of it.
What are you talking about?
Well, the marriage, I think it's a success.
Oh yeah, well, it's lasted more than a month already.
Oh, it makes me feel so good to know that Chelsea's finally settling down.
Yeah. Hey, got an idea.
What?
How about a quick game of Yahtzee? Tell you what, the loser gets to drive back.
Norman, aren't you humiliated enough? Well, you owe me $4 million.
Okay, well then let's go for double or nothing then.
Oh, Norman. When we get home, we'll have the whole winter ahead of us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, let's get the last couple boxes and be gone, okay?
All right.
Norman,
Huh? What?
would you come here, please?
What is it?
Well, I want you to get that last box if it's not too heavy.
Ah! Of course. Of course it's not too heavy. Good God, this is heavy.
Oh, well, hey, you know, I'll help you with it then.
God, whatever have you got in here?
Well, it's my mother's china. I decided to take it back to Wilmington so we can use it there.
God, you're trying to kill me.
I'm not? Are you all right?
Yes. You know, your mother never did like me.
Oh, of course she did. She loved you.
So she loved me, huh?
Yeah.
And how come she has such heavy
Oh,
time?
Norman, now don't strain yourself. Put it down if it's too
Look,
heavy.
I am not straining myself,
what-
okay? I just want to be careful with your mother.
Well, Norman, put it down.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Norman!
Ow!
Norman! Oh, my goodness, your medicine is in the car. Wait, right there. Oh, listen, where did I put it? Oh, where is it?
Oh!
Oh, Norman. Norman, quickly. Okay. Norman, put this under your tongue.
What is
Under
it?
your tongue. It's your
What?
nitroglycerin. Put it
That's
under your tongue.
You must be mad. I'm gonna explode.
Oh, just do it! Oh, Norman. Any better?
Maybe, Ethel, maybe you should call the doctor.
Oh, the doctor. Yes, I'll call the doctor. Oh, doctor. Hello? Oh, dear God, how are you doing, Norman?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Well, is the medicine doing anything?
No?
Oh, dear God, why don't they answer this phone?
Well, who did you
I
call?
called the operator, the stupid operator. Hello? Hello? I'm going to have to call the hospital directly.
Ethel.
I know the number, the hospital.
Ethel,
What?
come here.
What is it, Norman? Norman.
Okay, I think I'm feeling a little better now.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
My heart stopped hurting. Oh,
It really doesn't hurt?
no, it really doesn't.
Oh,
Shall I dance and prove it to you?
oh, oh, Norman. Oh, Norman, this was the first time I really felt like we were going to die. Oh.
I've known that all along.
Oh, but when I saw you across the room, I could see you in your blue suit and your white starched shirt laid out in Thomas's funeral home on Bradshaw Street.
Well, how'd I look?
Oh, not good, Norman. Oh. You've been talking about death ever since I've known you. Well, it's been your favorite topic of conversation. Oh, and you've made me think about it. Oh, Norman. All our dear friends, our parents, my brothers and sister, your brother, their spouses. Oh, almost all our dear friends, and most of the people from the old days on Golden Pond. All dead.
Yeah.
Oh, Norman, I fear death and I've touched it, and but today was the first time I've actually felt it.
And how did it feel?
Not so bad, really. Oh, not such a bad place to go. Well, almost comforting. Oh, I just don't know.
Hey, want to see if you can help me find that book I had?
Oh, well, here it is. Do you want to take it with us?
No. No. This book belongs here. Ethel, I want you to take it. I want you to put it back up there on the bookshelf. And I'll tell you what, I'll read it next year.
Oh, Norman, next year.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, we'll come and play Monopoly and pick berries and read books and, Billy can come for as long as he likes. Oh, you two can go fishing and I'll make cookies and, life will go on, won't it?
I sure hope so.
This is my favorite time of the year on the lake. No bugs.
No bugs.
Well, I think it's time to say goodbye to the lake. Oh, but wait a minute. Is that the loons? Oh, look, the loons. Oh, Norman, they've come round to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you really
look.
going to say goodbye to the
Oh,
lake?
it's just the two of them now, Norman. Oh, little babies probably moved away to Los Angeles, all grown up now.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably have.
Oh, Norman. Well, let's go down. Hello, Golden Pond. We've come to say goodbye.
Carry me on the ground, and